Self-proclaimed loner? Is this safe to say that?
Self-diagnosed loner, I guess.
Okay, self-diagnosed loner. Tell me about that.
I
survived.
I definitely survived, and it definitely turned me into an interesting person now.
Yeah.
Now I looked up, there's a term I looked up, and it's called an ambivert.
Okay, what does that
and it's
mean?
like selectively introverted or extroverted, depending on the situation.
Okay.
Or just depending on what you feel like that day, or what the vibe of the environment is telling you.
Yeah.
It's pretty much how I go about life now. As a kid, I was just like naturally just extroverted when I was like 2 and 3 years old. I want to see what you're doing over there. What are you doing over there? What are you doing over here? I want to touch this. I want to touch that.
So curiosity.
Very curious, very bubbly, excited young person.
Yeah.
As I grow older, I get into like 2nd and 3rd grade. You get around different types of kids, different backgrounds, and kids are becoming more into their own, and they're getting more cliquish. So you get the more mean kids. You get the funny class clown kids that, you know, want to pick on you, make fun. You don't have the Jordans on. You don't look like this. You don't look like this. And you start to get more ridiculed.
Yeah.
So you start to shut down more and more and more and more. Just as protection, just as like, so you're kind of left alone. You kind of stay out the way. Maybe they don't see me. They won't.
Yeah.
Can't talk about what you can't see. You can't talk about, you know what I mean?
That's real.
Type of things. So, a loner in that sense, just out of defense and protection. Then, as I grow older, middle school, early high school, it's even more divided, even more cliquish. I don't fit in with any of these people. So it's like, I don't really know.
Man, you couldn't even be a part of cliques.
I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how to dress, didn't know who to dress like, didn't know, the only thing your guide is like MTV or like BET is like, all right, cool. What is Nelly wearing?
Yeah.
Wear what he's wearing.
Yeah.
Wear what Ludacris has on.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford that, so you try to
so
find.
You were doing research. You were googling stuff.
You're trying to find out.
Hey, can I afford this?
Oh yeah, you're trying to find out how, how to pull off the look for less, and that never worked out back then. Like, you had to have the look, or else you was gonna get it. Thank God I discovered the thrift store later, like 10th, 11th grade. And
that's real.
Around then like Kanye and Pharrell and Andre 3000 got cool around the same time. It's like, all right, great, cool. This will work. And it's kind of what I would naturally wear anyway. But it was just
their flows and the work that they were putting out.
I enjoyed everything about it. It was just colorful, and it was like, all right, cool. This kind of represents the swag. That was a heavy word back there. Everybody said swag.
Yeah.
It meant everything. But like, it's kind of this, it kind of represent like my taste. I love the Gorillaz. I love Coldplay, Radiohead. I love rock. I love Linkin Park.
Feels good.
Right. I also love Clips. I love like Q-Tip. Q-Tip used to be my favorite rapper. Puff Daddy. He was Puffy back then. Puff Daddy. Jeez. Diddy.
The changing of the names.
Right. Yeah. A bunch of times. I used to love all that stuff. But it was like hearing influences and things just blended together in a way that was so tasteful. And I was like, oh, I really love this. They get it. They get it. And I think this kind of just helped me find my own version of what that was. Yeah. Just reaching to myself, if I can do what I wanted, what would that be? Start asking myself that question more.
What age did you start asking yourself that question?
Probably 16, 17. I started asking myself, if I can do what I wanted, what would that be? So that from that, started with the clothes, just